반기지는 말아줘요. 우리 조금만 솔직해져요.
Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. And if you're new here, my name is Kenny. I'm a K-pop content creator that does K-pop content creations. I feel like I haven't said that in a long time. But today, as you can see by the title, I'm doing top 10 K-pop everything music-wise. Basically, what I did to get this was I just looked at my Apple Replay. If you don't know what Apple Replay is, basically it shows you your top artists, your top songs, and your top albums that you listen to throughout all the year. So basically I compiled everything, at least K-pop, because I always listen to other things more than K-pop, but I compiled everything that's K-pop into top 10 fragments. So basically it's gonna, first I'm gonna start off with my songs, then I'm gonna start off with the artist, I'm gonna end it off with the album. I'm not really gonna talk too much about it because it's pretty self-explanatory, but I'm just gonna let you guys know and I guess show you my interest that I have in K-pop. And you know, obviously each year it changes every time, but here I'm pretty solid and pretty satisfied with it. Not so I'm never not satisfied with the results or whatever, but it's sometimes it can be a little surprising, I would say. Let's go and get right into the video. Before I tell you number 10, I was really surprised that this was just 10 because I feel like I listened to this song so much. But basically it was 9 Lives by Hyeolin, my second ultimate bias of K-pop of all time. It said that I only played it 57 times, which I'm really surprised. Like, I feel like I listened to that song so much more, especially when it came out. Like, I was just like, oh my goodness, this is amazing. And obviously we all know Hyeolin can blow, right? But I feel like in this song, she really just blew. And like, just to give you a little perspective, this is what it sounded like. Was Crazy Over You by Blackpink from their new album, The Album. And basically I played that 58 times. I was really surprised a little bit because I did play Crazy Over You a lot in the second half of me listening to the album, but first time listening to the album, I didn't really listen to Crazy Over You like that. So I was really surprised that it beat 9 Lives because I feel like I played the heck out of that song. So basically this is another reoccurrence. It is Love Sick Girls by Blackpink, and I played it 58 times. And it's crazy because if you guys notice, from 10, 9, and 8, I only played it one more time than the other, so they could have easily flipped spots, switched spots, all type of crazy things like that. But it was Love Sick Girls, and you know, everybody kept saying they didn't really like Love Sick Girls because I guess it was Blackpink's like cutesy side, but I actually really liked it. So I'm not really sure what everybody else is talking about, but I actually really liked it. I enjoyed it. I still listen to it. So I don't know, you guys let me know, like, did you not like Love Sick Girls? Were you disappointed? Like, just let me know in the comment sections below. Basically, this song, I thought it would have been a little bit higher, but it was La Di Da by Everglow. Everglow really made a come up with this one. Like, I've listened to Everglow back then, but I didn't really listen to them hardcore. But with La Di Da, they most definitely, I don't want to say stan, but I would say fan for now. They really did gain a fan from this. Like, I like their other songs, but La Di Da really, I feel like it had a different texture to it. Like, that's the best way I could say it. Like, their first 3 songs, they sounded different, but it had the same formula of the song itself. Like, the formula all sounded the same, but it was different songs. But at least with La Di Da, it had a different type of thing. Like, it was kind of retro. It was kind of on that type of side. Like, I feel like their first 3 songs was a little repetitive in a kind of way. Following up is, this is tied with La Di Da, and this is Pretty Savage by Blackpink. And basically Pretty Savage was probably, I would say, my favorite song from Blackpink. Like, it probably was my favorite song from Blackpink, and I really like Pretty Savage. Like, I listen to that faithfully, especially when I'm driving to work. Like, oh, SAVAG, pretty savage. Like, SAVAG, keep it pretty savage. amazing. Like Lisa really killed that. So at number 5 is still tied with 7 and 6, and that is Boca by Dreamcatcher. Now I thought Boca would have been a little bit higher, and I don't know, I thought it probably been like top 2 or 3, but it's tied with Lottie Die and Pretty Savage, which honestly I would have thought all 3 of them would have been higher, but that's probably why they're tied, because it was like I really kept interjecting those. Like literally when I would listen to one, like, and that's why I'm pretty sure that's why it's tied, because when I would listen to one, I would have to listen to the other 2 like right after that or right before it. So it was like a flip switch, like it just kept on rolling. So it was really good. Now this one I was really surprised at being number 4, because I really felt like I skipped it a couple times, but at number 4 it was Ice Cream by Blackpink and Selena Gomez. Like it's just 1 point away from like the tie 3, but I really feel like that should have been like number like 8 or 9, probably even 10. Like it wasn't a bad song, but I really felt like it was, you know, I feel like I played it less than, like I listen to it sometimes, but I don't really like fully go through with it all the way. So I'm not really sure how it ended up that high. 3 is Not Shy, and I am not shy to say that I feel like ITZY really is bringing it for 4th gen groups, because I would say like for a while, and like let me know if any of you guys felt the same way, 2nd gen stands, but me coming in as 2nd gen, I like 2nd gen, I like 3rd gen, but with 4th gen it really took me like a while to like really get into it a little bit, because I was like, what, like I couldn't find any groups I really liked, because I feel like everybody was doing the same thing. Like it was cutesy, or when they were trying to be like hard and like they were trying to be like girl crush, it still felt cutesy because their voices weren't like that richness of it. It was like really like high and like kind of nasally sometimes, and most of the times. So I was really like confused on like for a while. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit scared that I wasn't gonna be into K-pop in like the next couple of years, because I would say I'm not really finding any groups that I really like, but ITZY really took it over. I would say ITZY and Everglow really are like pushing it for me, whereas like they are probably like my top 2 favorite 4th gen groups. Number 2 is Scream by Dreamcatcher. I am not shocked that this is number 2, because when Scream came out, I promise you, I listened to that every day for about 3 or 4 times a day. Like that song was amazing. Like I haven't like sat down and actually like physically learned a K-pop dance in so long. Like I would look at the dances live, and like I would like automatically catch like the main parts, like the chorus and something. But Scream, I really sat down, especially with the dance break at the end. I really sat down and like tried to learn it, and like it was hard, but it was so good. Like Dreamcatcher, y'all really sleeping on Dreamcatcher. Like y'all really need to get number 1. I would say I am shocked with How You Like That being number 1. Like it really shocked me, because that was like when it first came out, I did listen to it a lot, but then I slowed down a lot as well. So it was like I feel like I played it so much that I didn't feel like listening to it that much. But it was really crazy that it was my number 1. Like I do like Blackpink. I do like, it's, you know, a lot of people that like loves 21 don't like Blackpink, or like they have like this little like, you know, like a little gripe about it, which it isn't the girl's fault. But overall, I am still surprised that Blackpink, or How You Like That itself, was number 1. Like I was really shocked by that. Obviously, me, I listen to more than just K-pop, so I didn't have a full 10 list of artists. I have 9, so there's just 1 less. And basically, it's the 9 artists that was on my list of top 10 artists that are K-pop, because it's a K-pop channel and it's a K-pop video. So number 9, it was EXID, or like I like to call them Exid, because that is just so much easier. They're at number 9, and you guys might be surprised because they weren't in any of my top 10 songs, but they were most definitely in my top 100 songs of K-pop, because I do listen to EXID a lot. I still listen to them like they were a group, like they were still here, 2nd gen forever. Like I would never leave being a 2nd gen stan, fan, whatever you want to call it. Like honestly, I feel like that's the best generation of K-pop. A is ITZY, and like I said in my last with my songs, ITZY is really pushing it for fourth gen groups. And so I really like listening to their songs. Like even sometimes, because I'm the type of person that it has to be a certain artist where I listen to like their B-side tracks. And they're one of the artists that I listen to some of their B-side tracks. Like they're really good. Like I don't skip them. I would like listen to like their whole EPs and mini albums if it's playing. And like I do really enjoy their music. I do. 7 is, this group, I really was surprised that none of their songs were in my top 10 songs because I love them. But it's Mamamoo, and I love Mamamoo. Like, I guess I would put them in like a third gen group, given second gen vibes. Like, that's why I really like them. Like, nobody can take that away from Mamamoo. Like, Mamamoo, they sing live, they dance, they have like amazing choreography, they have amazing concepts. Like, they've never not once let me down. Now, there has been a couple songs where I'll be like, I don't know if I really, can vibe with it, can like move with it. But once I listened to it a couple times, I'm like, you were kind of stupid for not liking this song because now you love it. So that was like just like 2 or 3 songs, but overall, Mamamoo kills the game. They're consistent, and I hope they obviously never disband. Obviously, one day they will have to, but hopefully no time. Number 6 is my queen. Like I'm gonna always say, Miss Hyeolin. Like she is amazing. Like even before with Sistar, she was amazing. She was one of the queens of K-pop, and she still is, in my opinion. She's forever doing things that's like no other K-pop artist is doing. Like if you've seen like her first, her second solo song, because her first was One Way Love, but her second one when she was doing what was it? Dally? I don't know. When she did that, like I feel like she's forever breaking bars. She's forever coming outside this box. She's forever doing things that no other K-pop artist is trying to do or probably too scared of doing, and I love it because she's a native Korean, where it's like she is born in Korea, but she's doing things like she would be a Korean American. And I don't know why I love that so much, but I just love it. Number 5 is somebody that I was also surprised with that didn't make the cut to top 10 songs, but it's A-Lee. A-Lee is another one of my top 3 queens. She's my first solo queen, because it's like I don't really listen to solo artists like that, and I feel like probably a lot of people that's into K-pop don't really listen to solo artists like that, but me personally, I don't, for real anyway. But I listen to people like A-Lee, Taeyang, Tiffany, people like that that's probably was already in a group besides A-Lee that is like really like standard. Like A-Lee, second gen queen, still making music. I can't wait until she come out with new music. It's just, she's amazing. I love her. Like, you should all love her. Like she is literally, who was I thinking of? She is literally like, I know people a lot of times they call her like the Korean Beyonce, but low-key I feel like she's kind of like the Korean Christina Aguilera. Like I would put her more in that. Number 4 is G-Idol, and G-Idol, I'm not really surprised that they weren't in my top 10 songs, but I do really listen to them a lot, but I don't listen to them more than the top 10 songs that I have on my songs. But G-Idol, they're another group that's, I guess you would consider them 4th gen as well. They are probably, they're probably my number 1 group. They're probably my number 1 4th gen group. And like, I like, because it's like, even when they did like Dum Dee Dum Dee, it was like their cutesy, fresh version, and I really understand that because it's like the summertime, fresh and like, fun, things like that. But it was still had like the elements of like I don't want to say sexy, but like it still had the elements of the G-Idol that we're used to from back in the day, which back in the day for them was like, what, a year or 2 years ago? But G-Idol is really, they are really holding it down for 4th gen as well. Like I hope they never stop. I hope they never change fully, completely. Like they could do different concepts, obviously, but I just don't want them to ever like completely just change their thing, because that's their thing and nobody else can do. Number 3 is Dreamcatcher, and Dreamcatcher is most definitely one of my top 3rd gen girls generation girl groups, and I just love that they are doing something that nobody else is doing, nobody else is trying to do. They're in their own lane. I feel like they're very underrated. I feel like people need to like stop sleeping on them. Like I don't know what else to do. Like I honestly do feel like they obviously have more fans and like the Western side than actually in Korea, and it's probably because of their concept, because they're not doing a regular typical K-pop girl group concept. But honestly, I don't know, like Dreamcatcher is so talented. I really don't understand why they're not like popping off how they should be, in my opinion. Like They was Minx and now they're Dreamcatcher. Like in Minx, they had one good song, their debut song. The other stuff was trash. But when they came back as Dreamcatcher, it was amazing. It was good. It was hot. It was popping. And I feel like the fact that they don't have one music show win is really confusing to me. Number 2, which is really ironic that this group is number 2. Feel like it should have been number 1, but it is what it is. Number 2 is, of course, my top girl group of all time. It will never change. I don't care where they rank at these replay Apple Music things. It's 21. I'm sorry. No group, no matter who it is, I don't care if you feel like the shade or what, but no matter who it is, nobody will ever be able to replicate, duplicate, copy and paste whatever 21 can ever do. Like 21 is, they literally started Girl Crush. They literally started that. Like, you can't beat the queens. You can't beat anything original. Like, you can't beat them. I'm sorry. Like, I love, Blackpink. I do. I really do. But YG really dropped the bag on that one. Dropped the ball. And I hope forever that he's turning in his grave or forever turning his seat or whatever when he thinks about 21. Honestly, number 1 is, I guess, ironic. It's Blackpink. I do, like I said, I do really like Blackpink. I would never hold it against them that, they were honestly 21's replacements. And I feel like they probably look at it like, they probably really look up to 21 because literally they're from YG. 21 was the first girl group, like they're in the girl group. I'm pretty sure that was like their number 1 people that they looked up to. And I feel really bad that everybody compares them together because the girls can't do nothing about it. Like, I know they don't want to be known as Future 21 or like 21 but prettier or anything like that. They just want to be known as Blackpink. But since, YG did what he did and they did what they did, it's pretty much inevitable for people to do that. And I'm pretty sure they hate it so much because I'm pretty sure they love 21. They probably adore them, listen to their songs all the time, but you probably will rarely catch them singing it because of all the, comments and comparisons and stuff. Now we're on to the albums. This is the final, I guess, ranking that you will say. And basically these albums, I only had 6 top K-pop albums because the rest were American. And basically, like I said in the beginning, this is a K-pop video, not a music video. But basically the albums, I listen to them a lot. And even if I don't listen to like the whole album, I'm listening to that song a lot, which propelled this to be one of the top albums, which is crazy to me because I know some of these I don't even listen to the full album. I listen to like the main song all the time. So number 6 is Dystopia by Dreamcatcher. And you guys shouldn't be surprised because Dreamcatcher was literally on all of these rankings. And Dreamcatcher, like I said, they are amazing. Like when they come out with things, I listen to it over and over and over and over. And sometimes I get into like these little like holes where, let me know if you guys do this too, but I get into like these little holes where it's like, I will listen to one song of an artist and then I'll just go through their whole discography. And I do that with Dreamcatcher a lot. Like if I listen to one song, I'm like, I ain't listen to these songs in a while, and I would just start playing all their old songs again. So that's pretty much what happened here. And Dreamcatcher is just doing their thing. I can't wait till they come out, because they come out like what, twice a year? Like they really be feeding us. Like Dreamcatcher really does love their fans, and you can just tell. Is 2014's All or Nothing World Tour by 2NE1. I love their albums all in general, but I just love to listen to their live albums just because I just love hearing like their vocals, their live vocals. I love hearing the breath. I love hearing like the remixes, because in the live albums on Apple Music, you hear like the remixes, the songs. I'm just like constantly playing them over and over and over in my head. Like, and the crazy thing is, I feel like I haven't listened to All or Nothing in a while this year. Like, obviously I listened to it this year because it wouldn't be on here. But I feel like I haven't listened to it in a hot little minute, probably like in like 4 or 5 months. But the fact that it's still on here shows that 21 isn't going nowhere. Like, they're not. I'm sorry. They're not going anywhere at all. Number 4 is ITZY's Not Shy EP. And I think they had like, what, 4 or 5 songs on there. But the thing is, I don't, and this is one of the EPs or albums that I said I listen to the main track so much. I listen to the main track all the time. Sometimes I let the full album play when I'm not fully paying attention to it. but most of the time it's just me listening to Not Shy over and over and over again. So it's really crazy that that's one of the top albums. Like, it's really crazy. Number 3 is a second time person that's already on this list, and it's their new album, Dreamcatcher's Dystopia Lose Myself, I believe it's called. And that's with Boca. And basically, like I said, I listen to the main track a lot. Like, I have listened to the full album a lot just because their songs are really good and I love their songs. Like, even like their B-side tracks, I do love their songs. So I've actually listened to their whole like album fully and like actually like paid attention and like just listened and like vibed out to it, and it's really good. Like, you guys really should take a listen to it. It's amazing. Number 2 is Miss Hyolan. She's back on the list. You shouldn't be surprised. And it's Say My Name, her new EP, album, EP, whatever you want to call it. I listened to that whole album a lot too because those songs are all her old songs that she previously had out. The only songs that were new was Say My Name, and I think it was called Morning Call or Good Morning Call. One of those. But those two songs were really good, even though they were new, but the whole album itself was really good. And basically just like nostalgia jamming out to it, because those songs been out for like, what, 3 years? I did wish that she had like newer songs on that, because I feel like those songs already live, so you should have more new songs instead of just 2. But I still listen to it anyway. As you can see, it's number 2 on the list. One album that I listened to throughout the year, which you guys could probably already tell from all the other lists, is Blackpink's first album, The Album. So this album was good. I liked it. I think I actually did a video on it, and I ranked the songs on it myself. So go check that out. But yes, the album was a really good album. I know a lot of people was like, is this K-pop? Because it has a lot of English in it and all that stuff. But you know, everybody has so many different variations of what they think K-pop is. So it's like, can you really play, is this K-pop, is it not K-pop? Because you can go either way or towards it. I'm not sure. But overall, I did really like the album. It was really good. It was only probably like 2 songs I don't really listen to that I skip, but pretty much overall, I do really like that album. So I listen to it a lot. I still listen to it. It's a good album. I'm proud that they finally got a first full-length album, and it's all new songs besides the first 2. But it was really good. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you liked it. I'm really trying to be consistent on this channel. So I just did like a quick lit, easy, like end of the year type ranking thing. And it was even easier just because Apple pretty much gave me the answers and I just had to read off the things. And it was really good. I hope you guys liked. I hope you guys discuss, comment, comment twice, subscribe down there, and just tell me, what are you guys' top 10 things? Like, you guys should do the replay. Like, all you have to do is go to Google, click in replay Apple, and literally you sign into your Apple Music and it'll show you your top 10, and comment down below what your top 10 things are. Or if you already know what you feel like your top 10 things are, let me know in the comment sections below. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. My social medias will be going down below right here, below right here, below right here. So it'll be my Snapchat, Twitter, and Instagram. And I'm barely on Twitter, but if I get more subscribers, I just might look at it and I might be more active on there, because it's really nothing on it to do for me. I don't know, but that's all I have for you guys today. So bye.